Now, another question that I want to touch on here. I see this a lot with creators. You know, they want to launch their first digital product, and a lot of them go to this like, oh, I got to build this funnel, and like, I don't know how much to charge, and you know, like, I think I want to do this. Should I put like a video up here? I know you have kind of like a science to how you go about launching a digital product, and just from, you know, seeing a lot of your work, you kind of don't follow that model that a lot of people do, where it's like, oh, let's throw up a funnel link in the bio. So when they start to build this community, right, they start to build this email list, what's that process then look like for you to bringing that product to life, right? They go from idea to now it's like, okay, let's actually bring this to market. How would you tell someone to proceed with that?
Yeah, for sure. And this may sound very counterintuitive, but you should never create anything until you've proven that you can sell that offer. The biggest mistake that you can make is build out this comprehensive funnel, build out an entire sales page, build out, you know, maybe an online course or a digital product, and then you go out to the market and all you hear is crickets, right? And I've seen many people get stuck in this predicament where they think they have to have everything done and then they can start to sell, where really what you should do is the opposite, right? You should always sell before you create. And for all of our clients, what we push them to do is, you know, let's say you've never created a digital product before and you don't really know what to charge, you don't know how you're going to monetize it, you're not sure you can actually deliver on the transformation that you're promising. What you want to do is you want to go out, you want to offer, you know, free strategy calls to people. So, hey, you know, open up the calendar, give some sort of, you know, hey, if I give you, you know, an hour-long free call, you can give me a testimonial or something like that, some sort of value exchange where you can just provide value and ask questions. And what that allows you to do when you're doing, let's say, a free coaching call, is you can ask them questions to determine what their pain points are. And you could leverage that to actually build out your copywriting and build out your sales funnel on the back end once you start to scale your business. And then from there, you know, once you have some of that social proof, once you have some proof that you can actually deliver that offer, that there's not just crickets in the market, then you want to launch something that's going to be paid, right? Whether that be a 4-week coaching program, whether that be a digital product, whether that be a group coaching program, whatever it may be, you know, you should never launch it until you have that feedback. And that's when you start to build, you know, the systems, right? Okay, you sold 5 people into the program. All right, here's what we're doing week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4. Start to put the things in place and then maybe build a funnel. But you really don't even need a funnel until you've done a couple iterations of that. And that's kind of the process that we push a lot of our clients to follow. And I honestly kind of stumbled upon this myself. I just kind of did it, right? I was just like, I'm going to launch a product in the Facebook group and see if people buy it. And people just started to buy it. And I kept reiterating this process and kind of refined it down to a system where it's like, get out there, like the MVP model, right? Minimum viable product. What's the least thing that you can have to actually sell? And that's going to reduce a lot of that friction early on in your business.
I absolutely love it. And like, I've kind of used similar strategies myself. Like when you were going through the whole thing, I was just thinking of like this accountability group that I launched recently. And like, I felt like I followed a very similar framework to what you were just talking about, where at first I'm just getting on calls with creators for free just to figure out like, what do these people need, right? What are their pain points? What can I help them with? Because a lot of people, they just want to create TikTok videos, throw a link up and like expect people to buy. But I love how you said like, you got to get on the phone with people and really like get to know who your audience is. It's something you mentioned, like you can start to use that in copywriting. You can start to use that to kind of tailor your offer. And then what I did with this was after going through probably, 25, 30 of these calls, I had an idea for a product. I put out a TikTok post saying like, hey, I'm thinking about making this. Would you guys be interested? And I got like 100 positive comments. And so I was like, okay, seems like it might be time to make this. Launch it to the Facebook group, launch it to TikTok, launch it to the email list. Didn't have a funnel at all at first, right? It was just like, hey, go to this website and like hit like the checkout button, right? And that's really all people need, right? The funnel is just like the bells and whistles. I know I've seen a ton of your videos where you talk about like branding and the funnel and the design. Like that's like one of the last things to figure out, right? Get your offer straight first before you figure all of that out. So absolutely love that advice, Brad.